10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Complexities turn to ban.
Invoker.
Complexities turn to pick.
Hello guys, and welcome back. Here we are into game number 2, and we'll jump ourselves straight into the lobby and straight into the draft as well. Complexity Gaming against Wings Gaming here for ESL One Manila 2016 group stages. This is Group A, and I'm joined by none other than Mophax himself. We had a little bit of a break there, as Swindles was debating some rules and semantics, but it looks like everything's sorted and we're all good to get ourselves in. This draft so far, Batrider Enchantress, Earth Spirit Tiny, all gone.
Remaining.
While Wings go back for the Invoker first pick again.
I speak for the trees.
Yeah, so here we are once more. I'm gonna just double check here. Do we have a difference? Oh man, looks like we had all those remakes. They always mess. Oh man, I have to find the one that actually is the draft. Oh, this is classic. Oh no, I won't get to see the draft because we did all pick.
We did all pick, man.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, I think this was the same, I want to say. I know the Tiny and the Earth Spirit were the same from Wings Gaming. And I want to say the Enchantress and the Batrider were the same too, because we're talking about the Chen being a potential pick.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, this is a little bit of an interesting opener. So despite having the IO available, despite having the, what was our opener last time? It was the Doom right away. Also still available, and the exact same opener from Wings Gaming. End up with going into the puck, so maybe it's because they were thinking they wanted the puck come that second phase last game and they thought they'd be able to get away with that. Maybe it wouldn't be banned out by Wings, so now this probably force out, you'd expect the Doom ban from Wings. Let's see, well, the first pick coming to the next phase, so if they want to go back into the Chen, they want to go back into an IO +1 in the second phase, this might be a good setup for that as well, right? Like, that's always the ideal time to go for your IO stuff, and with the way they've kind of let off, maybe it's going to slip past Wings thanks to that, you know, kind of the mind on the Doom. And potentially even like that lion.
There are so many things to take care of, you're exactly right. I'm just looking at this and thinking, last draft, you know, the Doom in the first phase means that your 4-roll, your greedy support is gone, it's out there, it's done already. There's a slight chance that maybe Swindles took the Doom, but it was pretty much always going to be in the hands of Z-Freak, but this leaves Chen open, leaves Enigma Dire side open, could be a potential here from Complexity as well to add into this pushing pressure that they can apply with Nature's Prophet. I wonder in game number 2 if they will give Swindles the Nature's Prophet. Let him have it. Maybe give Chessie something a bit different towards the safe lane. That's always an opportunity for them. Their draft is relatively open still so far. And it's a Drow Ranger ban from Wings. 2 ranged heroes on the field already. You don't want to get cheesed out by one of those drafts. Definitely not. Complexity? They look for panning out here against
10 seconds
the old Wings boys, I don't know, they're just such a versatile squad. They really will go for anything.
5 seconds
If I'm looking at Bounty Hunter, the Invoker, what offlaners are left in the field is just that Tide Hunter, the Batrider's gone. Just get rid of the Sven. They're solid meta hero. OD's the biggest one still left, I guess.
Vengeful spirits.
Spirit. There we go.
Maybe they were thinking Drow. So this might lead into Chen right now. So Venge, Chen, Cockney, Prophet, finish it off. The Lone Druid's gone. What hero would they pick?
Faces Voids is banned out as well.
Oh, Beastmaster.
Oh, of course. Of course there's a Beastmaster there.
Beast. So they would go Chen. That's we get banned.
10
You
seconds
don't need to go to Chen. If you've got Venge Beastmaster, Nature's Prophet, you've got a lot of push there already. You don't necessarily need the Chen. And if one's banned, you can go for the Enigma. Chen is taken out of the game.
Reserve time.
That's definitely the play. Go Beastmaster next.
Beastmaster.
I like that.
It's a good block pick by Wings. I mean, if we're thinking, you know, Complexity are likely to go Beastmaster next, then picking Beastmaster there for Wings is definitely a good shout. Dealing with the Beastmaster in lane, though, we've seen, you know, Disruptors and Oracles and heroes like this to try and kill off the boar and force that horned man out of lane. Not best at doing that, but I guess if you pair up with a Nature's Prophet, if it is a Chessie safe lane Furion, then
10 seconds
it
remaining.
should get right-clicked out a fair amount.
Yeah, we were talking about how there's so many offlaners gone in the pool as well. Like, this is probably why Wings are also feeling pressured to pick it up, because now you look at complexity and maybe this will end up being this Windows Prophet simply because, like, what else is left besides Tide? Not that he doesn't love playing that hero, but it's basically that or Slardar in terms of ones that you'll typically see them run. Maybe they go back for a 3-position Doom. I wouldn't mind that as well. Could also leave a little bit of mystery coming to the last pick for them. And, you would be lacking on the damage pretty heavily, I'd say, though.
About Wings. Focus Sunstrike combos with Beastmaster's Roar as the game progresses. They've got the vision game on lockdown really now here, haven't they? With Bounty Hunter roaming around with trackers there, Beastmaster with the hawks.
Radiant team pick.
Plenty. Those vision gaining abilities, and they can try and control the Roche bit with these. So far it's very, very single target focused. They don't have a wide variety of wave clearing. Especially early days, you know, complexity here, they're kind of ramping up to somewhat of a push strat. And Wings, they're definitely lacking in an outspam and the wave clear to try and control their tier 1s, definitely.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and what's the, like, controlling hero that this Witch Doctor's working with? Because if you're thinking about it just for the Beastmaster, Oracle is definitely the key hero. I know they will play it too. It's something that I believe they've thrown over to Z-Freak in the past, where he kind of takes on a forest role, but it's just so good against the forest, shutting them down, getting him out of that lane, forcing him into the jungle. Yeah, maybe they're a little hesitant to go into something greedier like that Doom, simply because the bounty hunter's there, and the lanes, they were very favorable last time, where they were able to bring that Doom down with the Faceless Void, but you're not going to have that pairing this time. There's no one else that really works that well with them besides, like, Enchantress, but she's also already gone. I can understand more of these laning supports. They're going to have a rough time applying any sort of pressure, but of course he drafted a Puck, so he's mostly just looking to be survivable in that mid lane. Make sure he's not going to be too affected by the bounty hunter, so... the more I look at this, the more I'm starting to lean towards that Swindle's Nature's Prophet. Survivable offlaner,
yeah.
Get Chessie something a little bit bigger. This seems to be a pretty passive laning stage.
For Wings, yeah, still looking at the line in the pool there, the double disables definitely could come in handy against that Puck, because for all we know, they can start running around as a 5-man, you need this wave clear and AoE stuns, but a little bit more single target to start the fights off if you really wanted to go that way, but it's Dazzle, the saving support here. That's Weave out onto his allies, buffing up all their armor and maybe trying to deal with this right-click attack coming through from complexity.
I think you gotta ban that Lycan now. I would be very scared of that. I don't think they've run it lately, but again, Wings is just a team that I think will run anything. I think they're very well versed into numerous heroes, and playing a Dazzle out of nowhere, that kind of tips me off to be like, eh. Start thinking towards that little wolf combo in lane. You've already got the Beastmaster and the Invoker.
Reserve time.
And why would you risk little lockdown, you know? Maybe they just need some sort of a core with a stun.
Radiant
and the PL instead.
There's also that combo and Wings ban Lycan.
Alright, well, fair enough then. Maybe that's why Complexity didn't ban it. Maybe they were going to go for it. Oh, Drought and Lycan gone. That's a little bit sad now.
Lycan was going to be picked up. That would have been a Lycan and a Nature's Prophet for the offlane for Swindles. You need something pretty beefy here. Juggernaut would be like the go-to carry for a lot of teams, just with the healing ward and you sustain these pushes into tier 1. A spin to deal with Beastmaster in the early days of laning stage, and obviously Omnislash is a pretty good skill back against heroes like Dazzle, but Lynx is going to be their physical damage here.
I was thinking either Slark or Clinks, I think. The one to go there.
Oh, hello.
This is I believe Mineski chose one as well. They just had their first loss to Liquid, and I think they ran a Alchemist when I peeked over at the stream for a moment in our break there. That's an interesting hero. Now, okay. Wait a sec. Is this safe lane out?
Looks like it.
I don't like. That's gotta. Don't like that. Not a fan.
Mid Alchemist. Mid Alchemist was like all the rage at Frankfurt Major, because you get the Bounty Rune, the Insta Bottle, the Poor Man's Shield, the Quelling Blade, and all that as a nonsensical mid laner. But safe lane Alchemist, we have seen a little bit from a few teams. No Diggity ran it a couple of weeks ago in the Epicenter qualifiers, I believe, for Era. And he went for, I'm sure he went for like Midas, Armlet, Sand, and Yasha. Like he tried to farm as quick as he could, and he went for the full brawling battle Alchemist build.
5 seconds remaining.
And it could get out of hand really quickly. But if it doesn't get out of hand really quickly, that's when you start to see that Alchemist, he requires that kind of farm. It's not just him, getting a load of farm and being like, hey look, I've got a load of items. He needs all those items to be able to actually function as a hero.
I think this game is going to be, like, being in the safe lane, cannot rely... I don't even know if you take Gravel's Greed. Hey, I guess you take the 1 point, but I don't think it's going to be leveled. It'll be Medallion, probably full Solar Crest in Blink, Axe minus Armor Synergy, take Roshan, all your towers, and win the game relatively early here. All that blinking, concoction, obviously heavy damage, using that physical unstable concoction. It's not a very popular strategy. Who is it that runs it? It's Ping's team. Danish Bears? Yeah, they're the only ones that are like still running off.
When you said Ping, I was like, who the hell is Ping?
Oh,
Ping Vinchek, yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Game number 2 here, and it's best of 3. Complexity looking to close it out, and Wings look to tie things up. Jesse over on the Clink's going to go invis and scout things out a little bit, but Dire Observer Ward already watching for this bottom rune spot while Bounty Hunter gets his own obs down. Let's just have a quick look at this vision. They see Complexity, or at least a few of them anyway, lurking around this area. Limp moves himself forward with his puck, but Bounty Hunter's still waiting over the wings. The Acid Spray's thrown down, and Shadow, Acid Spray and not Greevil's Greed at level 1. He'll get himself the Bounty Rune, or else he'll wait for his mid laner to come and get it, but no, not happening. Up at the top, Chessie gets his. Safe laners get 1 bounty apiece. Mid laners get anything for their troubles.
I mean, wait, they gave him the rune and he didn't take it still?
Well, he went Acid Spray level 1, like he got Acid Spray, threw it onto Complexity, then he stood on top of the rune, and didn't pick it up straight away. He was just like standing there going, do I really invoke it? No, I'll take it. I'll just have it.
I had to rethink that for a second there. Just like, really? Still?
Dual lane at bottom. Swindle's Nature's Prophet, Z-Freak on the Venge, trying to deal with the Acid Spray from Shadow's Alchemist, and of course, Ice on that Dazzle with the physical damage from Poison Touch, and Shadow Wave while Limp, Sentry Ward down, and Innocence gonna get scouted out, Sentry of his own, and it doesn't get counted out there. Limp misses out on the trade-off. ZY stands on top of it.
That was really risky to place the Sentry down when the Show Tango wasn't ready. Cooldown was still going.
How's top lane?
More? Okay.
Chessie Clink switched on for Hanskin. Beastmaster is level 1 jungler. Iron Talon, claws are out. Faith Beyond just going to try and farm himself up through there. But bottom lane, this is where the real action is going to be happening. The 2v2 lane. Ice Swindles, having a bit of a battle while they take out a nice little large creep camp there. Pings.
Well, this is really good. I feel like, oh. A lot of damage on that Bounty Hunter. Nice for us, but I feel like they got away with picks that are more comfortable for Complexity, and I just feel like they're a little bit better running that could have been, I think, replaced with better heroes in their situations, like the Oracle versus the Beastmaster. Would have had an easier time at throwing them out of the lane, but they've succeeded in doing that with a Beastmaster, or rather with a Witch Doctor. And then the Clinks, the other hero that was left was the OD. Who does well with the puck, you got a little Dream Coil, and then a damage, but this is a hero that they like running better. And although OD's renowned for forcing the lane, they're still able to do it with the so achieve all the goals that you could ever hope for with a draft like this. It is coming, it is walking. Bottom first.
Salve.
Please go. Not gonna find it.
Bounty gets it. So Bounty is now kind of your off laner. He's not going to be that laning presence we expect from Bounty, just sitting up a top lane, leeching experience as much as he can. And this kind of alleviates some of the pressure from Puck, because now Limp can play a little more aggressively into this Invoker. You can see just plinking away with the right-click attacks and dealing a ton of damage back, and shift off of that tower attack should be fine down the bottom, though the Bounty switched down towards the bottom lane. Oh, this as much as they can, and Shadow has gone back into the Greevil's Greed. Will be farming decently down on the safe lane for himself, but you just look at the last hits already, Mopac. 19-5, 17-1, 14-4. 3 Dire heroes up at the top. These aren't jungle creeps. A couple of them are for Swindles, but...
Considering how this lane started with all that harassment from the Bounty Hunter, I'm still having a very good time. Every time that the Bounty shows somewhere underneath that sentry board down bottom, he's able to get more aggressive again, and still leading in that last hits in the mid. Definitely a favorable matchup for the Fox Force overall, but think it's still pretty impressive considering the situation.
Basically running 2 4-roll supports at this point. The 3-roll, I guess he's jungling, but Innocence has hit his level 3, 2 points in Shadow Walk and 1 point in Janada. Not going for the early point in Shuriken at level 3 there. Limp being forced back to base by this Invoker. 14 and 7, catching up and now going to start overtaking.
Freak's getting this rune though. They didn't get here in time. At least he'll be able to deny it from the Alchemist being able to just walk down and grab it. And it was the bounty too.
Out.
He took 2 points. I just don't get it, man. We're not gonna go for these runes.
He's going for the farming battle build. He's already picked up his helm, so he's going to go for the armlet.
Yeah.
Try and fight up as much as you can. The Sunstrike down, Z-Freak dropped low, and Ice. There's no grave here. There is now, as he hits his level 4 just in time. Rotation in from Wings will clear up the Vengeful Spirit and get yourself the first blood. Oh, tail between legs, walks off back down that bottom lane. In the meantime, Chessie's still free farming up at top, and with Limp returning to lane at mid. Invoker is in for a rough time soon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, the big kickoff, of course, once he's level 6. When you're stuck in the mid lane, you just want to get that initial kill with the Dream Coil. So your rotating supports this game. Not the best smokers in terms of roaming around there, but Z-Freak's already got it on him. And he'll just be able to waltz his way on in there. Might even end up bringing Hans. Probably not, though. It could probably just be Dream Coil into Venge Stun.
Oh, hell. Jesse's level 6, and this reminds me of Fear at ESL Frankfurt last year.
Yeah.
Level 6, you're not a Gyro, you're a Clinks, but he's got a ton of damage. Ability to roam around at that early point in strafe. He has left top lane, and Hanskin being alone. But I guess it's just a threat, right? It used to be like the old Storm Spirit, and EG used it a similar way. You hide in the enemy jungle and you farm jungle camps. Just stay off the map, and then if you do have a moment to strike with Swindles and Z-Freak being so active early on, find a kill on this Dazzle. Relatively simple with the amount of DPS you've got, as well as shutting down the Beastmaster's jungling slightly.
He's lucky that they actually went into that camp first rather than coming right into the jungle. Would have found himself a free kill. He'll rotate down bottom now. Obviously no detection back here. Oh, they're gonna try it. There's the stun on the Shadow. He's no time for the grave at all.
Shadow Wave was there, but Ice might have to grave himself. A great Sunstrike onto the Vengeful Spirit will catch him. Ice, the grave
is under attack.
close to death, but well timed with the TP scroll away. Invoker found himself a kill from long range, though that Ion Strike from the heavens. Sunstrike killing off the Venge, but a 1-for-1, and you've killed the Alchemist, which is the most important thing. So his farming time reduced by a good 30-40 seconds there. The armlet not going to be as fast.
Oh, maybe he bought it and put it in his inventory when he get back to base. So I can't 100% confirm he had TP. If he did, it could have just been like the grave for him. Top lane Hanskin, there's another Sunstrike. Shakalaka. To help get this experience up on your bounty hunter. Oh, now in the jungle. They're after him.
They want the TP top, I think, to try and kill off Beastmaster, but Swindle's a bit timid with that, and you're right in the jungle. They force the Alchemist away. Shadow's moving towards the top lane.
They still haven't used the coil. They were threatening it. Jesse there. He's gonna find Ice.
Look at this. Jesse's just standing around in this jungle, not a care in the world. Level 7 Invoker means there's no double Forge Spirits just yet. So ramp up time. Sunstrike through, and Z-Freak very low, and he will drop in the end, but Swindles TP's in with the Dust Stand Sentry. There was no stun available. Innocent just TP's himself out. Wings, they're playing this very intelligently. 4 kills to 1, even with the great start the Complexity had in last hits and kind of laning dominance. Wings are still finding the pickoffs and still finding kind of advantageous trades across the map.
And you can see with the vision they have in their own jungle. This is a really smart ward up against his link. So they're seeing where he's rotating. They even get a sentry down here too. So if he makes this little cut in from the jungle, but it just allows Ice to play safe and maybe bait a bit too.
Alchemist, he's so close to level 6. He'll pop it just here from that creep dying, and now looks like he might be out. And Limp doesn't go for the coil, realizing that the Alchemist is going to heal himself back up to full. That timing, that one dire creep that dies. Perfect for them, and bottom lane, Jesse picked off with a great Sunstrike again from the Invoker, and they're setting up perfectly for ZY.
That was a perfect bait on the Jesse again. They saw him come through, they knew he was around there waiting for that Dazzle.
Alchemist
puts me in trouble. Oh, that wasn't even a roar?
Shadow. Oh no, ulti now, but Limp and Swindles, they're retreating very quickly out of this lane.
I wonder how they killed Chessie without Roar. He must have really committed onto the Dazzle or something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I thought for sure they would have needed it.
This laning stage starts to close out and people are TPing around looking for kills everywhere. Oh dearie me. Shuriken in 3 seconds time. He's going to try and TP himself away. The board doesn't give Vision the Shuriken. Innocent. No, he doesn't get there. Right in time. Very close though, and Z-Freak, fortunately for him, gets himself away, but Invoker 9-minute Midas with the Bassi and Brown Boots. He's going to be pretty happy about this, seeing as he was laying up against the pot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at the kill score, you see the 5-1, but you start to look at the net worth graph, and that early farm from Complexity, it gave him a little bit of a buffer, so we're back to about 0. Because I feel like Chessie, he's being a bit risky, you know, he's kind of missing out a bit. Like, yeah, every single time Death Pack you're getting that farm, but he's not quite getting those pickoffs to really accelerate him into something special like that early Deso, and now he might be caught out once again. Roar is up here. Vision might land nearby.
Have a dust on the bounty, but there are no sentries here. There's one a bit deeper there for Ice Ice. Limp. Start things off. Chemical Rage. No. Alchemist. Just going to farm through the jungle camps. Innocent. Try and deward some sentries here from Complexity, but there's your armlet done. Bottom lane Z-Freak and Swindles. They're shoving onto this tier 1 with the help of Chessie as he sprints himself across the map. Hanskin has been given so much free time on top lane though. Hits level 7 on his Witch Doctor. His item progression looking okay, looking decent.
Radiant's bottom
Scary though when you're dealing with now a level 6 Beastmaster, the Roar is available and they're gonna start looking for these fights.
There's your bottom tower though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They certainly have that on the side of Wings as well, of course. A single point into the inner beast though, he's a little bit, you know, kind of on the lower level, still trying to get those diamonds up at the higher points here. I'm sitting with a very hardy DD rune. Sentries available? They don't actually, and that might be what's making them hesitant here. They got the one over here, but they don't know where Chessie's coming in, and wisely so they're going to back themselves back a bit here, and that does allow the easy deny.
Jesse, I think he scouted out the Alchemist ultimate there. Shadow's not going to have that in a couple of seconds time as he moves himself down towards the bottom. He's come out saying, hey guys, in case I get in trouble, but Invoker's in trouble, swap back to the Dream coil, and said, why they get the grave from the Dazzle, now they turn around with the tracks. But I think the Invoker is pretty much rogered as the Roar turn back on a Chessie, the Death will drop as well, which pays beyond. Oh my god, this cast is bouncing between the two of them. They've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Complexity run over them in this team fight. 5-3, as the Beastmaster and Invoker both dropped over towards the front, though Swindles hunting Ice Ice with the all forward. They're trying to keep vision, but they don't even need it. Hunskin and Swindles pair up nicely. 3 kills to the good. Wings, they have no answer for it.
Yeah, they even actually goofed a little bit on that combo. This has been very popular lately, the Venge Huck. You Dream Coil, you swap the Force with Snap, but they were just a couple of units off there. In the end, though, Grave not enough to save his life, so all goes according to plan. This nice early aggression with Limp, this will be... is it done? Oh, it's done. Oh, the Blink Dagger.
Yep.
Oh, that is just nasty.
Delivered out to him. Swindles, Phase Drums, 1400 gold. Can start looking towards your Maelstrom or whatever you want to go to. But it's still that case of Chessie, right? 1400 in the bank. Yet to really build up into that Desolator or any of these bigger items we expect from the Clinks.
I wonder if Swindles will go like the kind of general build that he's been going every single game lately with the Phase Drums into the mech. It seems like it would be a good game for it, actually. If you have a Clink, it's just so much heavy damage. Now, you could also be looking for that control, of course. Like, it would be still a great Orchid game. You've got an Alchemist, you've got an Invoker, you've got a Dazzle. That would still be my first pick, just being Swindles.
That one. Too bad. Wings. Where are you guys heading? Smoked up Invoker and this Beastmaster. Being built up there by Invoker, but they want to try and pick off Swindles and back initiation. Sunstrike's going to be there and they get the easy kill. And Meteor's even thrown out to try and stop the advance from Complexity as they TP in. Look, maybe save up Prophet. Ice Ice. Well, no, Limpy just catches him. There we go. Illusory Orb and Silent. Long cooldown though as Ice Ice is getting right clicked down slowly but surely. And now he goes for the grave. Ice Ice still keeping himself alive through this, and Limpy's taking a lot of physical damage here with the Sunstrike forward. Limpy's dead!
Now, it matters not to me.
Oh dear.
Well done.
That Dazzle. So strong.
I tend to underestimate just how much damage that hero is able to do. Solid right clicks, you know, but... Yeah, smoking up from Zephyr. Are they gonna try and do this using Chessie? It does appear so. Oh no! Excellent timing there from Wings. Great game sense.
Oh hey, they're all mixing up the map. Let's Sunstrike Roshan. I mean, Invoker's been on point, honestly.
It really has.
We're looking for Alchemist. 3,600 gold mod packs. Said it was going to go for the battle build, but it doesn't look like it's going that way. Omelette into Radiance. His plan. Relic. Oh, a little bit of a deviation from the build then. Going for the armlet into S and Y and the treads and all that. Deads. With the Radiance afterwards, and I guess against the right-clicking heroes here from Complexity with the Clinks, the Nature's Prophet, Spindles with the Vlad's completed, the Orchid or the Maelstrom. Looking for a little more early game fighting power from themselves. They still need this Chessie Desolator and they'll move themselves back into the Roach Pit once more. Sunstrike, where are you, Invoker? Got it ready and invoked. Sure they know exactly what's happening right now though. They're backed up very deep in their own Radiant jungle. Bounty Hunter's not really scouting out or giving any vision. They've got the Hawk. The Hawk is going to see all and get himself over this cliff and actually notice the Complexity are halfway through Roshan at this point with Alchemist and Dazzle farming up a top lane. I don't think there's any real way to contest this anymore.
It'll just be some sort of trade out here, so... Yeah, it's interesting it goes to the Vlad, but helping out the whole team is going to grab that a little bit cheaper than the Mechanism. And this Armlet into Radiance, it is something that's been done pretty often in the Chinese scene. Very popular right up until Shanghai. Looks like Wings are still a-okay with running it. It was still typically done in the mid lane, so it's a little bit unusual to see it on the safe lane, but a great timing, still 15.5 minutes. Can't really complain about that, especially considering the way this has gone. He's only 0-1-1.
Swindles, Roaring, Sunstrike, and they've cleared him up nicely. But yeah, the Armlet into Radiance builds, before Frankfurt, sure, but then it kind of switched. There was Armlet Blink, Armlet Medallion came back, Armlet Phase Boots, and Yasha. It became the real popular build. I think this is a real sort of revert back to your roots as Wings, maybe. Alchemist backing up the gold now. See exactly what he heads into. Or if it's the Manta Octarine, that's the way to go to try and split push this out a little bit more and draw your attention away from your towers and your base, because Invoker still needs a little bit of time to ramp himself up further. So he's still looking for your Boot of Travel, your Aghanim, your Blink, mobility, but definitely that Axe to get his Wex points up a little bit further and buff his ability to actually contribute massively in team fights.
In which, like, kind of what we saw as the failure of Wings, I'd say, last game. Sort of a similar style with the Bounty Hunter here. Complexity, they're not as far down as they were in the game before, but when it came down to those big AoE abilities and everything, they were kind of lacking that big synergy and cohesion, but now you're rocking a Invoker, and you don't have the best setup. There's no more Ravage, now it's just going to be this little target Roar. Things are going to be a little bit more difficult, and they've traded that out, though, for a little bit more of the split push game to kind of match up with this Nature's Prophet, and of course we had the PL last game, this game will be Chessie on that Clinks. You can only imagine he'll be heading into that Manta style. Next, Swindles, again, might be paying the old gank toll. They want to go Limp's ready, though.
No, the bounty's there, and they've got him with a Dream Coil and a good dust out from Swindles. Sure, there's your BOTs out for your Alchemist, so it looks like he might be heading into that Octarine route. He kind of left that one alone. The Alchemist bailed out as well, but a good TP away will get him out of the grasp of Chessie, who was hunting desperately for an added extra kill there. A Veil on the puck. Lots of early game momentum-based items here for Complexity. They're not looking to scale into late game. They want to fight, and they want to fight now.
And once you pick up that Vlad, it's like, yep, let's go. I don't know if he'll go for the Maelstrom right away, if he does end up going back for the mech, or if he just goes right into the Orchid too. I think those are totally viable for him. Fail done for a Limp. Chessie, I mean, you've got Aegis, you've got Desolator, this is the time to be a Clinks. Trying to find that one free pick. Oh, he is just diving here! Chessie!
3 hits, Ice, not quite just dead. And he dives in past the tier 2 and Complexity without a care in the world. They kill off both the Dazzle and the Bounty
And this
Hunter.
death pack right into the tower with the Deso. This is gonna be so much damage.
Tier 2, not long for this world. Yeah, look at it go. The HP destroyed by Complexity. And the rest of them, Wings, what do you do to stop this? You've got a Necro 1 on your Beastmaster, nearly Necro 2. Well, he's got the money for it if he wants to buy it up now. But Invoker with the Boots of Travel, Alchemist with the Boots of Travel, they have this global mobility. But there's
another tower?
Radiant structures are
Oh, goodbye.
Yeah. Like with the BOTs on these two heroes, sure enough, you've got that global mobility to get yourself across the map. But where across the map do you sit yourself? Because Alchemist is farming jungle, scared and paranoid about who's going to jump on him. Invoker needs to push out mid lane, and they've got to defend bottom as well. Smoke up. This is the move here. Through into that dire side of the map. Top right quarter. Alchemist gonna hold his own down towards the bottom lane. Hanskin, but it's a good dream. coil in from left, blinks in, starts the floor, the foot of the eyes is cleared up, so great! But there's no heal. Dazzle's not the scrap back, Temple still keeps on going, and Invoker's taken out of the spread as well. Dazzle's finally kills off Chessie, but the Aces Immortal still allows him to return to the fight, and Complexity just run rampant over every single hero from Wings. Shadow and Innocence, the last two standing. But dear lord, Complexity absolutely ripped them a new one.
And talking about these items that they've amassed here. 4K on Swindles, by the way. Double buybacks, time to abandon shift. Swindles just immediately TP's home. He'll make it out free. The tracks are there. I don't think they can down though. Track on the Chessie, thankfully. He would definitely be the prime target they would love to get on top of. How do you get initiation on someone besides this Beastmaster? Do you have to go back for the blink? Do you try and go for like some sort of a farmed up blink here on the Shadow right after the Manta? You feel like they need something to actually try and capitalize on these tracks, because right now they just like run away.
Well, this is the issue, right? Beastmaster have like 1800 gold, but they just spent 3 buybacks. Invoker, Beastmaster, and Bounty all bought back. If you're looking at this Complexity early game lineup, early game itemization, very, very pressure focused, it's 8 to 12, but they've done the damage now. We're not going to see a fast blink after Necro 1, which I think is what the Beastmaster was saving for. So I was looking at him thinking, yeah, Necro 2, he could have it right now. They just kept on saving money, saving money. They're going to go for another smoke and try and capitalize maybe on their ultimates coming back off cooldown and utilize this roar a little more, but Necro 2 is finally delivered for Faithian.
I'm sure that was the plan. There's like no question, I would say, at this point. Looking to head into that blink, because you're up against the Clinks, you're up against the Nature's Prophet. You have your Bounty Hunter, you've got to try and get something going here. Try and keep these kills up, because the whole game, it's felt like, prior to that fight, Wings have been ahead in terms of kill score, but every time it was like Swindles getting solo picked off or something with 4 heroes smoking up, and the whole time everyone else is just farming.
Good swap. Big Shadow, that Evil Emblem event paying off dividends, and Shadow absolutely demolished Death Ward. Look at that, minus armor from the Vengeance, Dreamcall forward, limit call them both. Empty wards, where are you? You've got the Veil down on the 2, the Graven Invoker as well, but Dazzle's already gone, and now they clear up.
He's got no TP.
Another one as Invoker walks back through the sentry. He's invis, he's hiding, but a wave of terror from Z-Freak clears up the kill. And one little spell now without an Invoker for 60 seconds. Beastmaster, no Roar expended. A Vengeful Spirit buying a full Blink Dagger at 22 minutes. And Complexity will look to push high ground at this point. Let Swindles by, a Maelstrom. TP's himself down towards bottom lane. Starts destroying creeps. American.
He bought that straight up gem too, didn't he?
Yep.
And, yeah, you thought that swap coil was scary before, now with the Blink Dagger, whatever they'd like it to be. 30 seconds till it's up. They don't want to pressure too heavy here. You don't want to lose anything. You know, everyone's a little bit low, mana. Back again, only onto Chessie, and still no chase potential.
Go around de-warding. They can regen up all they want. Chessie, the next Roshan, when he spawns in about 30 seconds time. Limp, he's rushing very quickly into this Aghanim Scepter, currently sitting 600 gold away from it. Bigger and better items for every hero on Complexity, while there's no mech for Innocence. There's only just a sustained heal from Ice. Well, Invoker might even start to think about a BKB, never mind his Aghanim Scepter or Blink Dagger. This is looking really rough for him.
And this is just... it gets so absurd once you have that Aghanim Scepter on top of the puck. We've been seeing lots of teams running this. It's to bring back a puck, you know, just stronger mids, controlling tempo kind of mids, Queen of Pain being back. Teams have been looking towards this Vengeful Spirit right into the Magnum Scepter, because how would you try and win this game as Shadow? Like, after your Manta, maybe you'll get a BKB so you can actually try and fight, or if your Invoker wants to get stuff done in the fight, he wants to try and get a BKB. Well, of course, your Dream Coil is going to pierce that, and then if you swap them through it, thanks to the Magnum Scepter, it's a 4.5 second stun. Ridiculous. And that's, of course, at max level 16, which Limp is also closing in on.
So does Alk not want to go full route and finish off his Octarine core? Do you think maybe he's going to be the game-winning play here?
I don't think... I think he kind of has to go for the Octarine. It's just more of, like, maybe in a better game where he can possibly already have something along those lines, like halfway to the Octarine.
Think about that BKB. Roshan is alive.
I mean, he gets caught out, like, BKB or not, he's just dead already. So I think Octarine's still the way to go if you actually want to try and win this game. You're right, though. I'm back up.
ED rune as well, if the Clinks can go and take that one up. Jesse got vision with his ward. They'll see the DD.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to poke his head in, see the Roshan's alive, and say thank you very much.
Vision.
Spots Roshan first. Oh, look out. See if there's anyone hiding around who wants to death pack the Wildling. Make sure there's no one lurking around on the high ground, and with his specially purchased Blink Dagger, oh, Sunstrike perfectly timed again. Give vision, but the trouble is, vision is one thing. Massively teleporting every single one of your heroes into the Roche Pit is quite another, especially when Roshan's already dead. Wings, they know about it, and they know they can just push out a little bit further on these side lanes because Complexity are all around that pit. But you've got this Aegis Clinks now with a Blink Dagger and a Diffusal Blade. He's going to jump on top of any hero he wants. Is it three hits or is it 2 hits here? 1, 2. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like honestly, let's be real here. That is horrendous to watch. Poor little Dazzle.
They're on Swindles.
They have it. Do indeed.
Dota.
In the meantime, bottom lane getting shoved in by the rest of Complexity. Clinks, he's hunting, he's invis, he's up on the high ground. The Necro 3s burn through a lot of his mana very quickly, but he's still holding on to Aegis of Immortal while Invoker is top. So that way, Complexity, without their Nature's Prophet, they will retreat back and defend this tower. Smart move across though. Maybe expecting Invoker to come back and farm one of these lanes. The 2 hits in on the Courier takes it out. And that was Shadow's Octarine core. Very close to done. That was his full soul booster actually completed. Still need that Mystic Staff. What you seems gooding in chat?
Oh, but just things had to be done.
You banned someone. Oh, there we go. Huntskin caught. He's dead. That's one good pick. Track kill for Wings. They get themselves a lot of money, but on the back end, there's the Roar. Jesse still going to Immortal though. Let's try and come through onto this one with the dust thrown by Innocence. Vision over onto that Clinks. Where's the rest of Complexity? DP out from Faith Beyond will get him back to safety. Oh, they don't push far forward. Patient. Discipline. Sure, you sit back, recoup, get yourself back up to full HP, full mana. And with Aegis lasting for what, another 3 minutes? Plenty of time to go push high ground here.
Yeah, you can see they had Jesse kind of on lockdown, and they're just like, alright, we gotta run. Like, we can't even afford to burn down this Aegis right now. I mean, if that's scary, kind of out in the middle of the map, I don't even know how this next high ground siege is gonna look. Quick to do some shadows, this will be okay.
I mean, that was risky, honestly.
Yeah, so... The Necros will spot out Jesse, but there's no one else here.
But this is the thing though, Necros are being used to scout because of this Jesse Clinks. Yeah, I'm not going to have them for another minute now. Complexity, 4 staff on pot. He's going to try and look to snap the coil on his own.
Yeah, I think it's that. It's also just an item where, like, we're looking at in the game, it's deep initiation up against the Alchemist too. Like, think about when he was... He has bots yet too?
He does.
No, he doesn't there.
Oh.
No, I was thinking about Lim.
Also really good against the Beastmaster. If someone gets roared, you know that Sunstrike Meteor are going to be landing on their heads, right? So you let them get roared, then you force them away so the combo misses. Another thing that Invoker has to pay close attention to.
Warriors of the wood.
Complexity, the naked racks at bottom lane, the glyph is here for Wings. Damage output though is insane. Tier 3's dropped, Tier 2 is dropped up at the top.
Radiant structures.
Melee racks down to half health and Wings looking maybe to try and fight this one through with Chesty getting raw. The swap back is there and Limp recoils down onto a number of them. Malcolm is dead, but Wings might still be able to look at this one go, and you're right, the force staff is there to snap the coil. Complexity take the melee racks and Wings. They have to advance. They want to try and get something out of this, but there's still Aegis on Chesty, isn't there? The blink back, and now they're self-stunned. Shadow, he's caught in the scroll, the jump forward Limp as well. He's trying to get the Sarge down, Jordan's there as well, but the damage output isn't enough. Magic taking him over. There's the armor toggle through from the Alchemist. There's Witch Doctor. He's the one to drop from Complexity. Wings, they hold onto their ranged barracks, and they don't lose any further heroes.
X goes down. Yeah, Chesty, a little bit of a economical blink into the trees there. With the track, they were able to advance a little bit and actually get that one kill. But of course, still went for Complexity. Very happy with how that turns out. And as long as the Alchemist is in the base, they're going to be very pleased, right? The only hope that getting these things pushed out, keeping them in the game a little bit longer. But what are you even delaying for? Some miraculous, like, Aghanim's, Octarine, or possibly even just, I guess it's Refresher at this point, Invoker. Is 3 minutes even? I feel like 3 minutes is too long. Like, maybe you win that one fight and then they'll just be right back knocking on your door and clapping down your racks. So maybe the Octarine's actually the way to go.
Oh, dude, look at this build from Swindles as well. They full assault cuirass, and I was just looking at the Alchemist. He's got 8+5 armor. Not a lot of armor against the Clinks with a Deso. And now against cuirass for the Nature's Prophet. Not even counting little wave of terror from Steve Freak that he's throwing out from time to time. Alchemist. The thing is, at this point, he needs so many different items. The Manta Octarine core, like, okay, it allows you to farm up quickly, but it hasn't allowed you to farm up quickly enough, and you don't have enough item slots to actually fill the items you need. In the meantime, you know, Complexity lineup, 7,500 net worth ahead. They've got all the big items they could possibly want, outside of maybe Aghanim's on the Witch Doctor, but 15k experience lead. You've got level 13, level 14 on your 2 supports, while over on the Radiant, level 9, 11, 11 on your 3-roll Beastmaster, who's being absolutely eclipsed here.
Oh, can they get the Ranger?
Swindles.
Oh, they missed it!
Oh, they have reveal, the TPM, the gem, Swindles. Gonna come in for that, so swap back. Where is the gem, man? Oh, Z-Freak has it.
Yeah, they tried to do like some cute little swap plays, but... In a BKB. I guess I needed to defusal first, but it was just a little bit too late there from Chesty. Actually get like the slow and allow catch back up.
Shadow being tailed a little bit by Chesty. There's ballsy movement though from Wings as Invoker and Bounty push down on this bottom lane, not knowing where Complexity are, because they're all grouped up in this Radiant jungle at this point. Invoker has been spotted and the shout is coming out. Let's go for this kill, and they jump in straight onto Beastmaster's Limp. Yields into the air, Tornado is there, and then one retreat out. The tracks start coming through. Complexity, maybe a little bit too aggressive in this team fight as the rollback onto Swindles means the swap has to come from Z-Freak. They stun up Jan, and they've killed off the Beastmaster, but in comes Alchemist, the big tanky man, looking to fight this one through. Where's the clicks? Where is the damage output from Complexity? He's sprinting away, he's running, he's retreating, but he has to death pack through a little Wolfie. Swindles with a great spread forward and dribble back from Limp as well to try and catch out the Invoker of the Alchemist, but the meatball lands onto the Complexity's heads and Shadow keeps on battling through it all. Wings. Teamfight win at long last for them. Not a big one, but they got something at the very least, and they held the aggression outside of their tier 3s, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's true. They're showing they can actually, you know, do something outside of their base. They do end up with the net worth win here. Quite a bit of experience going near Invoker too, 1300. Can't really count that out. Obviously, Invoker every single level gonna matter. Trying to claw himself up into that big old AoE 360 disarm for himself. Still a ways away. Looks like what? 1, 2, 4 levels. Yeah, he's having a rough go. He's got the max Exort Rock near.
Yeah, he does. Jesse, after the BKB, maybe look for a hex or something for yourself. You are seeing that single target lockdown at this point to try and catch heroes like the Invoker, because you've got the damage. Catch potential at this point, but maybe you're lacking a little bit. Wings. Blink for 5th Beyond, and it's nearly there. And a Shiver's Guard for Shadow, so not the Assault Cuirass. This attack speed of Prince and Nature's Prophet, I guess that's pretty good. You know that he goes for that instead of the AC, and now another smoke from Wings.
It's all about the actives, man. Off green, gotta get max value.
That's true. Tornado jumps back clip. Askin's Witch Doctor. There's no one to save him as he is taken out of the game, but that's 2 cooldowns expended there with Tornado and Meatball both thrown. Wings still looking to fight into this though, and Complexity. Got a Hawk, they've got 2 Hawks actually watching their every move.
I'm pretty far back for this. Like, obviously he's the one that has to kind of kick this off a little bit, cover the smoke. Oh, but Limp's not quite in range.
Try and shove out this wave and a nice little shimmy there, jump in, jump out. Limp's puck. Where we start to see Wings grasp a little bit of control back from Complexity. Flip push is starting to work out a little bit, but still dealing with Limp Puck blinking around and looking for this Invoker, not quite going to catch him. The blink away from ZY, but Ghostwalk is there. The Dream Core still catches him. They need reveal. Oh, he comes out of invis and now he's dead. Absolutely shredded by Complexity.
And the gem was on Limp, it looks like, actually, so. It's like, oh, same break. Not going to find him. Supposed to catch him at that Dazzle as well. Alright, where's our Aegis? It's about to pop, and it looks like that train will be in there to scout it out. So, he hopping right back onto Chessie. Yeah, drop the ring. Grab that. Hey, there's our blink. Got it. Is the tower gonna go down? Oh,
no deny. Alchemist though. Oh dear, the roar onto Limp. They've caught the puck, but the damage output from Chess. He's shot back as well, setting up Limp. He phase shifts himself away from the Sprout. It's on the Shadow as well. Limp force stabs himself out, and the puck is still alive. Shadow's caught in the trees. They're still trying to chase down a few on the back end as this Invoker flies back and looks to fight. Oh, the chase continues. Tornado only onto one though. Hanskin, he is going to be the sacrificial lamb here as the Witch Doctor is ripped apart, and Complexity. They force flyback on Invoker. And honestly, with the roar on top of that, they have to get this Roshan.
That's pretty solid for them. Oh, look, Z-Freak just like, hey, there you go. Take it. Roll hand here. I mean, this is definitely one of those games where the experience graph really tells the, a better story since it is the Alchemist. You look at his net worth and it's almost double. Yeah. Hawk basically went 3.5k. And his next closest ally is also really half that as well. So it's always hard to judge with Alchemist just how much he's actually getting out of these items, especially when it's this build. This is definitely not a mega fighting heroes and winning games build.
Like how inflated his Alchemist made your net worth there. Fair amount. Still good vision game here from Wings. They don't necessarily need Observer Ward's Complexity. Trying to make up for the fact that they don't have vision-giving heroes outside of the little treants from Nature's Prophet with these wards across the mid lane and down towards the Radiant Jungle. Still the bottom racks to finish off though, but I think Complexity might be looking for bigger and better things. Tier 3 top, Tier 3 mid. Close out this game. Of course they did itemize really early on for the Veil, but I guess Limp's Puck now with the BOTs, the Aghanim Scepter. Yes, see. I think that Hex is going to be a pivotal part here for Complexity to try and win this game. There's a bottle there. Chessie, there's a free bottle there. Destroy it! Kill it!
Oh. Hey, the courier up top. No, it's only 2 pieces. Kind of disappointing.
Still a courier though.
We're both die for
Dire's courier.
Is it?
Freak. Full staff back, and yeah, he is definitely dying for that. Pay for your insolence, Mr. Bounty Hunter. You cannot get away with a free courier snipe like that.
I mean, he doesn't have a blink. Yeah, there's just no way, because Limp has bots, so there's 0 chance that there's a creep way nearby that you're going to escape your life. Once he saw it was the TPs, it was probably the wise decision for that, I'd have to say.
I'll take that.
Yes,
Sorry. Hold around. Yeah, he's looking for the Dazzle, probably.
2 hit on Dazzle. Maybe 3 hits now. Gem for Alchemist, and I guess he's going to give that over to someone else. He doesn't have the item slots to actually hold it in, but he finished his Abyssal Blade not long ago. Well, added lockdown against the BKB Clinks, and of course the slippery little devil is the puck. Yep. Academic Scepter, 1300 gold away, and I honestly, once Complexity get that like next tier of items, the Hex Clinks, the Aghanim's Witch Doctor, maybe Swindles gets a Hex of his own and sells his drums or Maelstrom. That's where Wings will really start to struggle, but for now there's a little bit of leeway time where they can split push, they can get a bit of farm across their heroes. Invoker with now Aghanim's, Octarine and the Aegis. They don't want to fight into this just yet, they'll just be biding their time and waiting. Get those items, and not rush forward and themselves a bit of a free situation where Wings can advantage and exploit turn this game around some.
It does kind of seem to be that they're approaching that almost window point, though, you know, where Wings will eventually, I would say, come online a little bit heavier. Now, the whole Puck Venge scaling thing is actually pretty solid. The fact that it's always going to be BKB piercing an ass amount of damage, but it is an Invoker. We'll have that nice lockdown of the Beastmaster. Oh. Looks like Hans can be saved.
Shadow still wants to go in for this one, though, as the sun's thrown out, but the Roar over towards the back of Sunstrike lands with the Chessie and Limp, and they're being demolished. Invoker has killed off one there. Chessie taken out of the game. There's a buyback available, but Swindles, he is in the thick of things, getting absolutely walloped down by Shadow. And Wings, Puck, Limp,
cannot lose Limp.
Force Staff, Blink, Tornado is there. He jumps himself away. There's a haste rune up at the top spot, but he try and TP himself out of this one. The buybacks are ready for coL. They're going to have to be forced here. Caught off guard and good utilization of the Roar. Allowed Wings to just walk through that team fight with ease.
Yeah, they found a new aggression as they have this Aegis on top of their Invoker. They actually pushed themselves further into this map here. Will they ever be able to get into like one of these bigger objectives in terms of the racks? It's a little difficult to tell for now. The next tier of item certainly will be the decider, especially that Scythe. Assuming that it is Scythe and not Sword or something here for Limp, but picking off that Invoker, picking off that Alchemist. Our Aegis, it's expired now. Oh, this is he's coming here for Chessie, but no one else will be able to help him. Just a haste rune.
4 minutes or so until Roshan respawns. Timer. These teams first Aghanims of the game.
Oh, I hadn't even considered that.
Basil Ags. Now they start to ramp up even more. He can switch one onto Invoker as well, the Beastmaster. These heroes for the Aghanims. And obviously, this is the thing, because Invoker Ags is such a pivotal item for him. That item slot being freed up is actually a massive deal. So then he can have BKB and Refresher, or Refresher and Hex. Or Refresher and Refresher and Refresher. Being able to fit something in on top of that Refresher Orb is huge for the Invoker, and now they're scouting out with the Hawk, looking for the jump onto someone. There's the Tornado. Again, catching Hanskin. The MP to swap back. Z-Freak tries to save his mate, but the stuns come through onto the Hanskin, and he's a 2-hit down. Even with a Sunstrike thrown for the roll back. Chessie's click. Oh my god, the Abyssal Blade there as well. Shadow clears him up, there's no buyback for the clicks. This might be a way into the game for Wings. The tier 3 gets ripped apart. They need the creep wave to come in first. Alacrity. They do mob packs. The Hex is lit.
Complexity!
Oh, Complexity, I don't know, but I definitely know the Wings have got the damage to take this Rax down. Limp with Swindles. They're going to try and get up on the front line to try and give this one up. A nice phase shift there to dodge out from the Alchemist concoction. There's the Dream Coil to slow things a little bit. But Rax are falling. Wings, they've found their way back in. The massive swing here of momentum and Complexity. They're going to lose their Rax. And now you know that Clinks doesn't have buyback. You're like 90% sure. No buyback Clinks. Well, at least you definitely know it's on cooldown. They've still got 4.5 minutes.
Kill anyone, because you have those lads. Awesome. Like 42 minutes in, but he doesn't have Daedalus or anything like that. Sure, Wings are positive, there's no way any of them are dying.
They not have gone for tier 4s there. They get 1.5 lanes of Rax. Very safe play here. They retreat themselves away. Bottom lane, that's what happens. Full lane of Rax did go. The ranged Rax finally gets taken out.
Pull roots and run.
Complexity. How much trouble are
Radiant's
they in
middle
right
tower
now?
is under attack.
I would say a heap of trouble. Like, that next Aegis is definitely the most pivotal thing for them. Getting that on top of Chessie, it's made these fights look so easy. I have the 8-second BKB this time, but it's just that Abyssal Blade. Every time Shadow's getting on top of them, they're not able to burst anybody down quickly. Every time that they were winning at the start of the game, it was always Complexity hopping in, getting that first big pick, getting someone just out of the fight right away, knocking down that 30k Alchemist at the time, who's also approaching into 40 at this rate. And I guess puts it on Beastmaster next, right? Very solid.
There's your Hex Invoker as well. The next Aghanims to come out for Shadow is going to be for that Invoker, and he can plop own Aghanims and a Refresher Orb in that slot. $300 gold. Still needs to buy himself an item. Now the Demon Edge from Chessie. Aidless Monkey King Bar. I guess Monkey King Bar is going to be pretty good. It's this Radiance of the Alchemist. Complexity. They actually go across their river at this point because a smoke up from Wings going to do just that, looking for the aggressive play again, and they want to fight outside of the Complexity base and get their fours, maybe even just end the game here. Anskin, you're going to get caught again. He's so close to this action except Mopax. He's 50 gold away, Mopax. Oh, he's dead again, Mopax. He's 500 gold away now. Roshan respawned in 20 seconds time, and Complexity, they are in a spot of bother.
Oh man, these fights. Like, they're just missing one piece. So difficult for Complexity now. Obviously last time it was Chessie himself, the man, the myth, the only damage. Once talked about 20 minutes ago, last time it seemed like he was able to just stand still and do a fight. Swindle's still not committing to an item here. They're going to lose that last outer tower. This can help secure Mega Creeps if they manage to make themselves back into the high ground. The train still scanning at Roshan. Question is, want to go? I'm sure they probably scared it off already.
Oh man, this weave. Look at the armor stack up. Alchemist, plus 34, plus 30. Oh my god, there's so much freaking armor. They do get the snapback with the claw, the stun concoction. He's going to be able to launch this one though, or is he? Stealth stuns a good chain from Deep catching that Chessie's trying to rip and fire as well. The tornado flies across. The Shadow is still alive. He's still popping out damage. Chessie's Abyssal Bladed up. He is taken out of the game, and Complexity with no buyback on their clicks might just have to call it soon. The Death Ward's cancelled out. The cold snap is there from the Invoker, and Wings Gaming. They've brought it back. They are taking game number 2 here. It looks like they are unkillable with a grave, with a wave, with a weave coming through as well. Innocence gets jumped up by Limp, but he's still not dead. The cheese keeps him alive, and they turn back onto Limp's Park as well. Oh, Swindles. Oh, Swindles. Dead in his base. And Wings Gaming go for tier 4. GG is called game number 2 here in his best of 3. All tied up, one apiece.
And that is just some Alchemist gaming. So we talked about the item choices that came up from Complexity here. The Vlad's obviously Nature's Problem, but it was also like that Force Staff came out from the puck. You already had the swap to kind of do your little combo, but it definitely seemed like they had cash. They're like, all right, everyone spend your money. We're going high ground. We're winning the game. That was kind of the play, the plan, you know? This Aether Lens on the Hanskin, well before any of the Death Ward, Aghanim Scepter, not the most common thing to go Ags first, but no, it just seemed like they kind of spent all their goals and were like, all right, we're going to win, and things didn't quite work out that way.